Hello there. The mullet's back open for business, but only in the front because, of course, the back is a party. Yeah, I said it. How bad do my hands look today on camera? Not that bad. It's always on camera, it looks way worse. In person, it looks flawless, but it still looks... it looks spotty. Like, what's happening here? My grandmother's Cherokee, my grandfather's Irish. So I had the genes there to get, like, that gorgeous olive complexion, but the Irish genes were like, no, you're gonna be transparent for the rest of your life. Okay, so, hi, welcome back to the channel that you're probably trying to remember why you ever subscribed to, and you're trying to figure out who the hell I am. But you don't need to know who I am, because who I am doesn't matter. I don't even really exist. I'm just 3 raccoons in an overcoat. And today I are finally going to do some makeup. And not like anything fun or creative in the slightest. Because today we are in a hurry. And, we're not in a hurry. I got nowhere to be. You probably have nowhere to be. Maybe you do, and you're just letting this run in the background and you're listening to me ramble, which... why would you ever but go off, I suppose? So if you're looking for an amazing, intricate cut crease of some sort or something fancy, I don't know, this probably won't be the video for you. If you're someone, you have your own beauty channel and you're a guru of sorts, yeah, that's not what we're doing. I was hoping that today I could make something simple if you're a beginner and, you know, say you've been really trying to get into makeup and you've worked so hard and practiced so many hours trying to do, like, the contour and the highlight and, like, all this stuff. You're sitting there wondering, like, God, I spend 2-3 hours on this. This takes forever. I don't see how anybody can do this every day. And I feel you, wholeheartedly. I've been there. And once you get more into makeup, you can kind of realize that most people don't do it every day. A lot of them don't. Some do. But most people that are doing those sort of things, you know, they're really going to go hard with it and transform their face and do something as part of a look if it's like for a video or an event or Instagram. But if you're just going to work, you don't have to have like full beat ready to go, but you can appear as if you do. And today I'm going to show you my own personal routine that I use every day, and we're gonna just take two items that will make a total difference and completely transform you from you did quick makeup in 15 minutes and like you look put together. So we're gonna take that aspect but also pair it with a couple things to transform that from, okay, this was a simple, you know, day look for work and now you're like ready to go to the club like right after work. So I'm going to show you my routine today and how easy it is to completely transform the vibe with lipstick and lashes. And that sounds so simple, but I feel like a lot of people overlook it and it's not really put out there enough. Like, I guess you hear beauty channels talk about how lashes completely change a look, and that is 100% true. So today we're going to demonstrate. Now, I like to sleep in, and I'm really good at it, and I will sleep in until absolutely the last second. And then when I get up, my bathroom routine, so washing my face, brushing my teeth, putting on lotion, you know, maybe touching up my tan, sometimes body makeup if I'm looking patchy. Like, I'm in the bathroom forever, so by the time I get out of the bathroom doing all that, like, just general, you know, daily care routine, I'm left with like no time to do my makeup because I didn't get up until like 8:15. I have to leave the house by 9:30, 9:45 at the absolute latest, and I know I'm going to be at least 5 to 10 minutes late for work. So I need something quick, and that's one thing I like about this is because, you know, I always start with eyes first, so I can go ahead and do my eyes and everything and then just grab my stuff and then get in the car, and while, you know, Steven's taking me to work, I can do my face in the car. So I'm like ready to go. It's a time saver. So I'm going to show you, you don't have to spend so much time on your makeup. You can get the same effect if you know exactly, you know, what's needed. So I'm going to stop talking. I know this has been a really long intro, and every time I make a long video, it kind of flops because you don't care. But I like to talk. I like long videos. I make what I like and what I would like to watch. I said that all in one breath. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to start with the eyes as usual, and instead of a primer, when I'm just doing like this quick like 15-minute routine, I'm going to opt for a concealer instead. Now this is just Maybelline Superstay because that's what's available at my local grocery store. I'm not making any like trips to Sephora or Ulta right now, so this is what I have that is within walking distance. And the reason I'm doing concealer instead of a primer is, well, first of all, back in the day, we didn't have eye primers. I think Urban Decay Primer Potion existed, but it was like so expensive, and you know, I was in high school, so we used concealer a lot when we found out that priming was a thing. And of course I would recommend an actual eyeshadow primer if you are doing like a whole eye look, but this is just going to be simple. We're really not going to be using a lot of shadow, so it's not really necessary. It's not like we need this to be like the best thing all day, you know? So we're just using a concealer. And also I'm using a concealer just because obviously with my self-tanning, you know, my face isn't going to be as tan as the rest of me. So my eyes are going to be like around my eyes where the skin doesn't really tan, you know, it's going to be a drastic difference. So the concealer is going to even out the skin tone a lot more and give it more of a natural thing, whereas all my primers are like a translucent or like really, really light. And so that's why I'm using concealer, if that makes any sense to you at all. If not, I mean, don't worry about it. The concealer is going to give you like more coverage on your eyes, so you don't even have to use any shadow at all. You can just set the concealer and go. Like set it with a translucent powder or even a very, very light eyeshadow, and like you're already ready to roll. I am still using my pig mirror. Don't come for me. Steven paid good money for it, and I still love pigs, so it's the only handheld mirror I have. I'm going to continue to use it, so I'm sorry if that upsets anybody. It upsets me too, but I mean, it's a mirror. What are you going to do? He already has the money in his pocket. Both of them already have the money in their pockets. There's nothing I can do about that now. Okay, so concealer done. My next step to completely finish off my eyes is I'm just going to take a cream eyeshadow. Let me find the one I want to use. So any type of cream or liquid eyeshadow I would recommend, just because it's quick, and that's what we're going for here right now, is something like super quick and simple that you can do in 10 minutes and be out the door. So creams and liquid shadows, whatever one you prefer. I'd go with something with kind of like a, you know, you want like a neutral type color or like a nude type color. So I'm going to be using this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. This is 625 Sparkle Nude. And that's like my go-to. It's sparkly, it's cute, it looks very summery, and it's easy. And with the like creams and liquid shadows, you know, they're pretty full coverage. You don't have to sit there and keep packing it on and blending it out. You can just like swipe and go. So that's why I would recommend that. So I'm just applying this all over my lid and kind of working it into like my crease here, like my eye socket. And then I'm just gonna grab a brush and just kind of blend it out a little bit. And again, this is a cream, so it's gonna blend out pretty quickly. I don't have to spend a lot of time on it. I can just kind of like rub it in and we're good. You don't have to worry about it looking patchy or weird at all. And so that's that. We're already almost done with eyes, and I've done two things. So next I'm just going to take an eyeliner and tight line my upper lash line just a little bit. You could put a little bit in the lower lash line. I'm not going to do that just because I want a very light look. So next I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes, and at the end of this I'm going to be putting on false ones. Otherwise I would heat up my lash curler and really work hard on my lashes, but for the sake of this video I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to look for my mascara here. Just got some Great Lash. I'm just going to apply that. Especially right now, if you're like me and the only thing you're getting ready for is to go to work, why would I spend so much time like doing a amazing makeup look and I'm wearing a mask all day? So it like covers it up, it rubs it off. I will also mention these products I'm using. I'll let you know everything I'm using. Maybe I'll link it. But everything I'm using, my makeup doesn't really seem to rub off throughout the day, even with the mask. And that might have to be part of like the mask I use, because I use one, it's like a homemade one, but it's the kind that ties around my head instead of going over my ear. So instead of pulling it up and down, like every time I want to take a drink of my coffee or every time I like go outside or something, you know, it's lifting down. So it's not really causing a lot of friction. So that's another pro tip if you're like me and, okay, I'm working and then, you know, on my way home I have to wait for the bus, so like, you know, I can take my mask off while I'm outside waiting for the bus and there's no one else around me, but I also don't want people driving by and looking and like I look freaking insane. I don't know. you know what I mean. So that's it for eyes right now. We'll go back in and do bottom lashes, but I always like to do my face makeup first. So I'm just gonna prime, and this is where I would recommend whatever favorite primer you have. I would personally go with some type of like oil or serum, just because it gives you, you know, more moisture and more of a dewy finish, and I feel like that really makes a difference. My camera shut off because my memory card was full, but yeah, it makes your skin look more glowy and healthy, and it just makes you look more like refreshed and rested and awake, so you don't look like you're in a hurry even though you are. So priming done, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the rest of my face. So I'm again going to take my concealer and just do it where I need it. So I know I need it under my eyes. Maybe stick a little in these lash lines over here because I am breaking out and I don't know why, and I very rarely break out. So it's news to me. So I'm just going to stick it a few places. Go ahead and blend that in with a sponge because I always feel like, you know, sponge is the quickest thing. And with this, I'm using a concealer that's, you know, well, it's going to be my skin tone, but you want like a foundation match concealer, not like a highlighting concealer. I mean, I guess you could, but that's not really what I'm doing right now. So I would recommend just like a concealer that matches your foundation. So now I'm just going to go in with a BB cream, and this is the Maybelline one, just because again it's readily available. And in the summer I don't like to do foundations and like super heavy things. I'm going to go with like mineral makeup or BB cream, something like that. And any of the places you needed coverage, you should have applied the concealer to, and this is just going to overall even out the complexion. So that way it's going to look like a full face of makeup, but it's not really going to be like a full face of makeup, you know what I mean? I try to get in my hairline without turning my hair weird colors with the makeup. Also, do not ask me how I got my hair this platinum so quick. I prefer we're not going to talk about it. Okay, BB cream is on, and then next I'm going to actually set with a powder. I'm using Airspun. What I like about Airspun is how it just really like fills everything in on your face and makes you look completely plastic and flawless without it looking too cakey or like you're wearing a lot of makeup. So I would recommend getting yourself a good setting powder to have for this instance when you need to look real good real quick. And I also mixed into mine, I mixed some like sparkly highlighter. I mixed in my Artist Couture highlighter, the Cocoa Bling. I mixed some of that in there so it kind of gives a sparkle and like luminosity to the powder, which again is going to give like that glow. If you're the kind of person that you hate when stuff is marketed as glowy and it has glitter in it, then maybe don't do that. But if you like sparkle, then yeah, it's an awesome thing to do. Just setting. Also, the Airspun is also formulated so you can wear it alone just as something to have on your face if you're not trying to wear a lot of makeup. So it's going to add that extra bit of coverage if you feel like you need it. So that's another reason why we didn't go heavy on like the foundation or anything, because this is going to do just enough. My face looks way better than the rest of me. It looks so orange, but in person it looks like even looking at this versus the mirror, it looks like so good in the mirror. I don't know, whatever. So next, bronzer. And instead of like doing a full contour, we're just going to focus on warming up the face. So you're still going to hit it those same places with the majority of the color. I'm starting down here in the jawline, but I'm also going to blend it upwards. And I'm kind of going over my entire face with it. But when I get like that fresh bit on the brush, you know, it's going to be more concentrated the first place you put it. So I'm going to start in those places where I normally would contour and just feather it like inward onto the rest of my face. I'm going to focus heavier up here. So it's nice and bronzed. On my neck. Ears if you need to. I've been self-tanning my ears, so I think they're fine. Okay. And see, that makes a big difference. It looks pretty much... You can see kind of the luminosity from the highlighter I mixed in with the powder, as well as, you know, the glow from underneath with the serum we primed with. And so that really shows you, like, I just did all that in, I mean, I talk a lot, so it's taken longer, but normally when I'm doing this, that would have been like 5 minutes tops. So super quick, and it gives overall the same effect. So to finish up the face, I'm gonna look for something I can blush with. Let's do this. I'm just gonna take my Candy Cosmetics palette and find a brush, and I'm just gonna dip into Hellgates, which is this orange right here. I love oranges and corals as blush. I'm just gonna kind of take that into my temples. And as I said, this is like a very summery kind of look. I'm gonna take another brush. I'm gonna dip into this gold right here and just kind of lay that over top. So not quite a highlighter, but more of like a blush topper. I think that gives it some really pretty tones in there. So next off, I am gonna highlight. I'm gonna take this Kaleidoscope palette. It's You Can Be. I know you've probably seen that at some point somewhere on the internet. And I'm going to just dip into whatever. I'm just gonna go with this white one, just so I'm not thinking too hard about it, because I just need a quick and easy glow. And I might add it a little bit underneath my brow too. As far as brows go, if you need to fill yours in, then I don't really have any tips for that. I guess just try to fill it in as quick as you can. But if you have no brows, I'm still rocking these eyebrow tattoos, and they are a lifesaver because I just, you know, do them before I go to bed, and then I wake up and, you know, they're going to last through washing your face and stuff, so that's no problem. But my brows are ready to roll, so that's one less thing I have to worry about. Or you can just rock no brows at all. I'm thinking about going back to rockin' no brows. Okay, so we're getting ever closer. I'm gonna take a white pencil and put it in my waterline, you know, to open my eyes up a little bit more, make them look a little bit bigger and brighter. Then I'm gonna do some bottom mascara. And then a blast of setting spray, and we're done there. As for my hair, I just put some hot rollers in it, which takes like 10 minutes. And then, you know, I can let it down, and then I will take a flat iron and do like curling at the top of my hair just to give it a little bit more body and volume. I didn't do like a full curl. It kind of turned out like a beach wave sort of deal. So that's all I would do for my hair. Or throw in a headband, something. I mean, we all know easy in a rush hairstyles, you know, put your hair in a ponytail or something. So this is how I would normally do my makeup for work. Any other day I would opt for like a tinted lip balm or a lip gloss or something. Just something to have some kind of moisture or product on my lips. But, you know, obviously once I get to work I'm going to have the mask on. So no one's going to see my lips. My lips are going to be, I don't want lipstick getting inside of the mask or anything. So this is pretty much my everyday, like going out the door. But just to show you, if I want to look like a glam ass bitch in like 2 seconds, I'll do all this. But literally, if you just take some lashes and, you know, you want kind of like a statement type lipstick, so anything bold. I'm gonna use this red today. This is just from the Sephora collection, and it's their cream lip stain. I almost hit myself in the eye with that. I don't know how. Or if you wanted to do, you know, like a bright pink or a purple or anything that just is really loud, especially where the eyes are so toned down. If you put on a loud lipstick, that's going to make a difference. Now, as for lashes, I'm going to be looking extra loud because I love like 25mm lashes. So if you want to do something a little more subtle, the lashes are still going to make a big difference in the tone of your overall makeup style, because of course lashes are pretty glam, and you know they're just really gonna take you 0 to 100 real quick just on their own. So I'm gonna put the glue on my lashes. And today, even though it doesn't really go with my outfit, but these are kind of, this romper is so comfortable, so this is just like my like around the house. I like slept in it and stuff. I don't know. I'm going to do red today just because this hair has got me feeling very Lady Gaga, so I feel like I need a red lipstick. Also, if I can say anything about these Sephora cream lipsticks, is they feel nice. They go on like really smooth and easy, and they last pretty well, given they don't dry down completely. But since they don't dry down completely, they are so messy. Get that Kylie Jenner overdraw going on. So now the glue on my lashes should be nice and tacky. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on. Also love 25mm lashes just because they're so easy to put on because they're so big, so you actually have like something to grab onto. They're definitely not for everyone though, because look, I look like I'm gonna fly away. And as much as I love these and I like am feeling myself in these, I hate wearing them to work because customers just will not shut up about them. Like, oh boy, those are some lashes, aren't they? And I'm like, yeah, like, they're big, that's why I bought them. I am a dramatic bitch. Just let me live my life. Okay, with lashes on, as you can see, we went from like a very subtle no makeup thing, and now I look like I'm full freaking glam, ready to go. I don't know where I would go right now, but just pretend like I said something clever or witty and we're good. But I'm feeling very like Hollywood starlet with the red lip and the platinum hair, the fake tan. That looks kind of bad, but like, I mean, I've had worse fake tanning experiences in my life, so I'm not mad about it. But yeah, these lashes are like, every time I put them on when I'm not used to them, I'm like, these look ridiculous, and then I'm like, hold up, these look kind of good. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. So you don't need to spend 4 hours doing cream contour and then, you know, all this concealer placement and different colors, and you don't really need all that. If you just choose the right things, put them in the right places, you're overall going to get the same effect. Because I feel like, I mean, maybe like I look a little less chiseled, but I feel like I don't look any different doing this from if I would have done all that extra stuff and used a super heavy full coverage foundation and doing all these things. You know, it's gonna look the same. Once you put on the lashes and the lipstick, you get the idea. So don't feel like you have to do something. Don't feel like you need to do all these extra steps or like your makeup is not gonna look good. Like, that's not true at all. Just, you know, you can do really simple things and just pay attention to what your best features are and work with it, and, you know, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, we're all wearing masks anyways, so don't feel the pressure. So yeah, like I said, I talk a lot, but I promise this overall thing, lipstick and lashes aside, it really only takes me like at the max 15 minutes to do my makeup, and I don't even think it takes that long. I think the other day when I did this and I'm moving super quick, it takes like 10 minutes. So perfect if you're in a rush. You know, I'll try to link some products in the description, but the main thing, just BB cream, concealer, bronzer, cream eyeshadow, some mascara, maybe some lashes, tinted lip balm. You can use whatever eyeshadow palette for blush. Blush isn't hard to come by. And then just whatever highlighter, and you know, you're good. So hopefully the next makeup video I do will actually be something fun or interesting or creative, and hopefully just in general I'll be better, because I mean, let's face it, this isn't like a breakthrough channel or anything, but whatever, I'm having fun, and I hope you're having fun. Subscribe if you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do because I don't have that power or authority over you. I am nobody. Like I said, 3 raccoons and an overcoat. I love you, have fun, be safe, look both ways before you cross the street, and I will see you next Monday. Bye!